Hello everyone, welcome back to our lesson. So for today's lesson, we are going to do the vocabulary exercise on page 84 of your Full Blast textbook. Okay, so before we get started, please prepare your E3 with you so that you can straight away write down the answer for this exercise together with me. Now let's do the first task, task A. Read the sentences and guess the meaning of the verbs in bold. What do these verbs have in common? Okay, so basically we have two things to do here. The first one is to guess the meaning of the verbs in bold and then guess, okay, what do these verbs have in common? Okay, so let's read the first one. Luckily, the helmet the boy was wearing prevented him from getting seriously injured in the accident. So what do you think the verb in bold here, prevent from, means? Prevent from. Okay, so the phrase prevent from here means to stop somebody from something or from doing something. Okay, basically to stop somebody from doing something. All right. Now, the next one. If Julie concentrated more on her schoolwork, she would get better marks. So what does it mean by concentrate on? Concentrate on. Concentrate ni? Maksud dia? Focus. So concentrate on means to focus on. Yeah, to focus on something. To focus on something. What about the third one? One thing I can't cope with is the extreme heat during the summer months. What does it mean by cope with? I can't cope with your nagging. So cope with here means manage, handle, something like that. Okay, what about the fourth one? In some poor areas of the city, you see lots of homeless people begging for money. Beg for. What does it mean by beg for? Okay, asking for something. Yeah, begging for, asking for something. But in what way? Begging is usually when you ask for something in an anxious way. Okay, so basically beg for means asking for something in an anxious way. Okay, before we can proceed to answer this question, let's write down our answer here. All right. Okay, so number one. What's the word? Just now, what's the word? Prevent from. Prevent from means to stop somebody from doing something. All right, what about the second one? Concentrate on. Concentrate on means to focus on. Number three, what's the verb? Cope with. Cope with means manage. Or handle. Number four, beg for. Ask for something in what way? In an anxious way. Okay. Right, so there you go. You can copy this in your E3 workbook. All right, now let's answer the second question here. What do these verbs have in common? Okay, let's look at them one by one. Prevent from, concentrate on, cope with, begging for. So, prevent, concentrate, cope, and begging are called verb. Okay, but what about from, for, on, and with? What do we call those words? So the word from, on, with, for is what we call preposition. Preposition. Okay. Dari, kepada, ke, dalam, atas, bawah. Right? Preposition. Okay. Preposition here to are the words that we use to indicate location. Alright. Tapi when we use preposition with the verb here, it is not to indicate the location of something, but it is to something what we call phrasal verb. Okay, phrasal verb here means verb, okay, kata kerja, tapi dalam bentuk frasa, in the form of phrase. Notice these two words, okay, because it has two words, then we call it phrasal verb. Now, let's complete this table. Okay, let's read the instruction. Now look at the verbs in the box. Which prepositions are they followed by? Complete the table. Apologize, depend, benefit, search, borrow, deal, interact, insist. Okay, so these are the preposition from, on, with, for. So basically what we have to do is we need to match these verbs, okay, in this word bank here with the preposition in the table. Okay, so which verb do you think we can pair with the preposition from? Apologize from, depend from, benefit from, search from, borrow from, yes, deal from, interact from, insist from. So the verb that we can pair with from is benefit from, and also borrow from. Borrow. Okay. What about the preposition on? Which verb can we pair with the preposition on? Apologize on, depend on, yes, depend on, search on, deal on, interact on, insist on, yes, insist on, insist. Good. Now what about with? Apologize with, search with, deal with, interact with. Yes, good. We can use deal and interact. Yes. Then the last one, for. Obviously, apologize and search because we are only left with those. So, apologize for and also search for. There you go. So, copy this table in your E3, alright? Okay, now let's do the next task, which is task B. Look at the following extract from the text on page 82 and read the note below. What do the verbs beginning with over mean? Okay, the verbs beginning with over. Where is it? Impako trusts try not to overdo it for them. For them, the important thing is to overcome an obstacle. Overcome. Overdo. Okay, so let's read a note here. Over, okay, the word over at the beginning of a verb can mean too much. Okay, overdo here, you do too much, right? For example, overeat, eating too much. Okay, however, this is not always the case. For example, overturn. Overturn doesn't mean you turn too much, but it means turn upside down or on the side. Same like overcome. Overcome here, does it mean that you come too much? But instead, it means to successfully deal with something. Right. Now read the sentences 1 until 6 and match the verbs beginning with over with their meanings from A until F. Okay, we have to match these sentences with this. Okay. I overheard my parents making arrangements for a surprise party for me. Overheard. So what does overheard means? Is it pass a person or vehicle? Cook something for too long? No. Be so full that the contents go over the sides? No. Sleep longer? No. Hear something by accident? Not notice or ignore something? Overheard my parents. Yeah? So overheard here means hear something by accident or without the speaker knowing it. So the answer for number 1 is E. Number 2. Norman overslept this morning and he was late for the exam. Overslept. Yeah, I think this one, it's D. Sleep longer than you should. Oversleep here means sleep longer than you should. So the answer for number 2 is D. Number 3. The detective overlooked the fact that the window had been broken from the inside. The detective overlooked the fact that the window had been broken from the inside. Overlook. Yes, the answer is F. Not notice or ignore something. Number 4. Most people noticed that Maria's cake was overcooked, but they didn't say something. So Maria's cake is overcooked. Overcook here means cook something for too long. Number 5. We have been stuck behind this van for 20 minutes. Just overtake it, will you? Just overtake it. Okay, we have been stuck behind this van for 20 minutes. Just overtake it. Overtake means pass a person or vehicle that is ahead of you, moving in the same direction. Potong lah kiranya. Tindakan memotong kereta lain tu kita panggil overtake. A. Number 6. I forgot to turn off the tap. So the bath overflowed and flooded the bathroom. So obviously the answer is C. Okay, overflow here means be so full that the contents go over the sides. Melimpah ruah. Melimpah ke ladang gandum. Coco Crunch kan? Alright. So there you go. So basically for this task, okay, you need to write down like this lah. Number 1, the word overheard equals to the meaning E. Hear something by accident. Okay, write down like that in your E3. Alright, now we are in the last exercise, task C. Read the notes and complete the tables. Okay, let's read the note. Some nouns are formed by adding the suffix ness or ed to an adjective. For example, sadness, able, ability. Okay, so basically you have to add the suffix ness or et behind this adjective. Okay, are you ready? Alright, let's do this together with me. Okay, so these are adjectives and we have to add ness or iti to make it kata nama, to make it noun. Okay, so active becomes Okay, kalau nak jadikan dia kata nama, kita kena tambah. Is it activeness or activity? Activity. There's no such thing as activeness. Okay, popular. Popularness or popularity? Popularity. Fit. Fitty or fitness? Tahap kecergasan. Fitness. Right. Lonely. Loneliness or lonely? Loneliness. Dark. Darkness or darknity? Darkity. Darkness. Aware. Awareness or awarenity? Aware. Awareness. Capability or capableness? Capability. Kindness or kindity? Kindness. Possible or possibility? Possibility. Weakness or weakity? Weakness. Similar. Similarity or similarness? Similarity. Necessary. Necessity or necessariness? It becomes necessity. Mana ada necessity? Necessity. You jangan tulis necessity pula Dia necessity je. Okay, so there you go. Okay, let's read the note here. Some nouns have an irregular formation. Okay, this is a column for adjective or verb. Adjective tu apa? Kata sifat. Verb, kata kerja. Noun, kata nama. Okay, so in this column, the words here, they are either an adjective or a verb. Okay, but these words in the column must be in noun. Right, now, strong here is an adjective, kata sifat. So let's make it a noun. The noun for the word strong is strength, kekuatan. Strong, kuat. Strength, kekuatan. Okay, ini dibagi noun saja. Okay, keberatan. Tahap keberatan. Weight. Verb ataupun adjective for weight is weigh. This is a verb, weigh. Timbang berat, weigh. Depth, kedalaman. Okay. So, kita ada ke verb untuk depth, kedalaman? Tak ada kan? So, ada adjective. So, the adjective for depth is deep. High. The adjective is high. So, the noun is height. Next, the noun anger. Kemarahan. Okay, so ada ke verb untuk kemarahan? Tak ada, kan? Ada adjective, kan? Angry. The noun anger here means kemarahan. So what is the adjective or the verb for anger? It is angry, marah. Okay, what about belief? Kepercayaan, belief. The adjective or verb for belief is percaya. Believe. This is belief, this is belief. Belief is kepercayaan, belief is percaya. Okay. The verb relief, lega. Macam rasa macam relief lah, lega. So kata kerjanya relief. Noun dia just like this. Spell it with me. R-E-L-I-E-F. Relief. Okay. Kelegaan. Okay. Dead or die. Adjective dead. Okay, die. Verb. So the noun is kematian. Kematian in English is death. Right. Thought. thought here is, in Malay, we call it pemikiran, thought. So the adjective or verb for thought is think. It's a verb. Okay, think is a verb. Right. What about famous? Adjective, famous. The noun for famous is fame, kemasyhuran. Okay, noun. The noun is growth. Tumbesaran, growth. So, what is the adjective or verb for growth? Ada ke adjective for growth? Tak ada. But ada verb. Okay, the verb for growth is grow. Alright, so there you go. That's our answer. Okay. Basically, just copy these tables into your E3 workbook. Alright, so that is all for our class today. I'll see you guys again next time, and thank you for your participation. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.